I'm here in New Orleans with Texas State safety Tory Spears, one of the few returners on this Texas State team with so many new players. Right off the bat, Tory, what's that like getting used to 50 new guys on this team? How is the adjusting period? You're having to introduce your name to every other person, it seems.
Personally, I'm a goofy guy, so we don't do the shy stuff. I know everybody come in want to be all quiet and shy. I'm not allowing it. I'm gonna come up in you. How you doing? What you doing? What's your name? But being a walk on Iowa State, being looked over a little bit, not really, but being a little bit, I take pride in learning everybody's names and getting to know everybody. Tell me your story. Where you been at? Why are you here? What are you doing this for? Because I don't want nobody just on my team. It's not just my team. I don't want anybody that's going to be a negative on their team. So I just want to know where they had that headspace. But it's not hard. The locker room, that brotherly love in the locker room is real. It don't matter what school you go to. You go in that locker room, you're going to have a blast. You're going to interact. You're going to have fun.
You think you being a transfer, an Iowa State transfer, you have that level of relatability of like, hey, they're new, so I'm going to bring them in and help them feel comfortable. Because you remember that feeling of being new and not knowing anybody?
No, yeah, for sure. Like you said, transferring, coming in, I wouldn't necessarily say. Can you repeat that one more time for me?
Yeah. Like you being a transfer yourself,
Mm.
do you feel that gives you it makes you easier for you to understand, put
Uh,
yourself in their shoes of
I,
like, oh, they're new, so I need to bring them in, help them feel like they're a part of this situation, even though they're brand new.
oh yeah, for sure. When I first transferred here, it took me a minute to get in, learn the playbook, but like coming in with the new people, I mean, most of them, a good amount of them on the defensive side of my position came from the Carter, so I really go to them for help. So like it's really the opposite 'cause they already know the playbook. I'm getting to really learn it. So I could really go to them for help. But other than that, yeah, I always come in. If you need anything, you need a ride, money, anything, I try to reach out to them, let them know, like, you're family now, you're home. So like we're gonna treat you like family, you know?
Defensive coordinator Jonathan Patke. It's a new defense. It's the 4-2-5. It's a little different feel than what was there in the past. Obviously, you did multiple packages, so you guys were used to that a little bit.
Mhm.
But what's that like adjusting that 4-2-5? One that's a more DB heavy defense, and that seems it would fit in your wheelhouse playing safety. But what's it like adjusting to that?
And really not even an adjustment, really no drop off there. At my position, I'm kind of really doing the same thing. Uh, Um, Scheme wise, I wouldn't say necessarily it's better, but it's for sure going to give us more opportunity to go play the ball third and long. And when we get third and long as a DB, that's what we like. So you're going to have to throw it. And we got some ball hawks in the back end.
Even losing some good guys like Cordell Rogers,
Yeah.
just losing a lot of good guys. You think it has been supplemented by like yourself, Josh Eaton, all these other guys that are coming in the DBs. You feel like there's not really a talent drop off despite losing guys?
No, not at all. If anything, we increased it. Some of the guys that came in the defense mentally have been more locked in than some of the guys last year. Not any of the names that you say per se, but they
I know
definitely
Cordell's locked in.
locked in doing his thing up there. And man, but they coming in doing their thing, you know. So,
Yeah, and I was just talking to Nash Jones about a lot of the players, but Caleb Culp was one he brought up
yeah,
at safety. He says he's squatting 500 pounds.
with ease.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about him. Where's he hiding all that muscle?
He's not hiding it. It's not hiding. You can see it. You can see it. The big stocky guy. Nah, literally though, like I really compete myself in the weight room with him. Like I've have maybe 275 on the bar. I'll look over. He have 325. Okay, let me add a 10. I might not be able to add that, but let me add a 10. Let me push myself better. But nah, he's a freak in the weight room and just as much as a freak on the field too.
Yeah, a lot of these new players coming over from Incarnate Word. You know, Cole Wilson we've heard about. I'm sure you've had to guard him up a little bit. All the offensive linemen. Do you think that even the coaching staff follow 6 coaches following GJ from Incarnate Word? Do you think that's indicative of a system that people want to be in? Obviously, if they're willing to transfer and switch jobs just to follow GJ.
I mean, yes, no. Yes. But I'm saying no because it's not even necessarily the system, it's the coaches. Most people want to play for him because he's a good person outside of football. you got to have trust outside of football too, which I know if something happened to me right now, I can call Coach GJ right now, and he'll come help me out. So system-wise too, yeah, like you said, they're coming over, not really any drop off their transition just from FBS, FCS, you know. But other than that, no, I don't. I think they're coming in knowing what they have to do, which they've been doing. So it's not like they haven't done it. It's not they don't need to change anything. Please don't change anything. Please come in with the 52 points a game. You know, like
Light up the scoreboard like
light
he was
it up.
talking about.
And
I
that-
get excited when he says that. Dexter McCoy, safeties coach. You know, when I was talking to you about, I asked you this in the spring about why, because when Spavital was first let go, you entered the portal, but you came back out. And you pointed to Dexter McCoy. He's a big, tall safety in the NFL. You're a big, tall safety in the NFL. What's it been like being coached up by Dexter McCoy, a former NFL player? He's got the height like you at the same position. Has it been I feel like there's a little bit more relatability in that situation?
It's definitely a blessing. Yes, no. He doesn't treat me like I'm a tall receiver. So he treats me like not tall receiver, tall safety. So he'll treat me like everybody else. So when I do drills, he'll tell me emphasize my pad level, being a taller guy, get down there, be able to do the things. But I can go in there and talk to him about anything as well. You know, we go in there and say an hour or two after watch film, talk about schemes, talk about just what happened, what if this happened. He'll break it down for me, everything. So that's really what I needed guidance-wise, because I can see myself kind of in him, you know, not like that, but like I can see myself playing what you did or how you did it. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna learn to do it exactly how you did it, because you did it for 9 years in the league. So like I need that, you know.
Yeah, it's a wealth of experience. It's cool the NFL experience from Dexter McCoy, GJ himself as well. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of players coaches. It feels. Do you feel that way being around these guys? Are they players coaches like?
Sure, for sure, players coach. Like I said, I can go to them, talk to them about anything. They don't even have to be football. So on that trust level, that's different, you know. I ain't say necessarily didn't have that last year, but definitely feel more comfortable and safe. I can be more vulnerable with them. And coach being young but mature enough to be an older coach, but young enough to be level-headed with us players, you know. So that's great. We can all come to level.
Approachable.
Yeah.
That's good. So the Sunbelt coaches poll, preseason coaches poll came out, had the Bobcats 5th in the West Division, 10th overall in both Sunbelt conferences, both divisions combined. How do you feel about that? When you see that, do you think they're underestimating you guys, or what do you feel?
They're definitely underestimating us. They don't know what we got in store. But personally, I've never been about media. You know, end of the day, you got to line up on Saturday.
Even me? Don't worry about the media. Don't, you know I'm messing with.
Yeah, you know I like you. Yeah, but no, like everybody's gonna say one thing about one thing, but it's different when the lights come on Saturday and that ball is snapped. Like what you really gonna do in that heat of the moment, you know? So I mean, you can. I really don't. Personally, this is me speaking. I don't care what y'all gotta say, you know, because some teams came in last year, we beat them. App State an example, but they weren't saying per se talking trash, but we were the underdogs by 30 points, you know? Like, that's how disrespectful media got. So it just got to a point just like we don't turn off the phone, put that Pringle can on your shoulder and go work. When we want the chip, we want the whole can on our shoulder.
Oh, I was like, Pringle can. Where's he going with that?
We want the whole can on our shoulder.
I like that. Keep that Pringle can on your
Pringle
shoulder.
with you.
Man. Well, if they are underestimating you, where in what areas do you think you guys are going to really surprise some people? Is there a specific part on the field? Obviously, you being a DB, you could say DBs, but is there somewhere that people aren't realizing where the Bobcats are going to be really good this year?
O-line, D-line, receivers, quarterbacks. I want to say really everywhere because, yeah, we had Levi Bell and we still have Ben, but we have Ted, Terry Webb coming in. We got Cam Washington still here. We got some D-line that's going to work. You know, they going to work till the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
Quarterback room is competition. We've been talking about TJ and Malik for a while, but we still got CJ and PJ too. Like these are four elite quarterbacks, you know. So I just want to, and we want to talk about the receivers. We got some receivers. We still got Ashton, Cole Wilson, my boy Sean Shaw just transferred in. We got Bo from North Carolina. Joey, Joey,
Obert. Yeah.
he's
The truth.
no gloves,
Whoa,
no gloves. Truth.
man.
So I'm ready to see what the offense is gonna be like. 'Cause personally, I never really talked about the offense because as a defensive player, like there's nothing I could do. I play defense, so I just let the offense do them. But I can't say I'm ready for them to do what they have to do. For sure.
And the quarterback situation, obviously, we don't know who the starter is. They're going to figure that out when they figure it out. But do you change how you approach the defensive scheme depending on the quarterback? Like if TJ comes out, do you change up a little bit as opposed to Malik, or how's that work out?
Yes, no. We say we gonna be on a like everybody thinks Malik just a run quarterback, but he can throw the ball too. So like he's really a dual threat. I haven't really necessarily see TJ play, but he got an arm. He's a big body who can move out the pocket. He can move. So I wouldn't necessarily. I'm not changing nothing. You still got to line up against me. You know, humbly, you still got to play against me. So I'm not doing change nothing different. But definitely gonna keep that in consideration. With quarterbacks in and what they do. Definitely got quarterback draws. Definitely Malik. We know we gonna pull it. He gonna run. We don't know that, but you just got to know that that's in his bag.
Yeah, yeah. More so, even though he is a dual threat, a true dual threat, not just a runner.
Yeah,
you won't really anticipate that from TJ. Although I've seen some highlights.
I've seen some highlights. He put that shoulder down.
That's a big boy running the ball too.
What I'm saying, so like, I wouldn't necessarily say that's what he would do, but he will do it. You know, if it's, I know it was 30 short on that one video. He got it, kept going, scored. You know, so like, it's the will where everybody what they got to do. You know.
Man, it'd be interesting to see how that quarterback position shakes out this camp.
Thanks.
Well, I'll leave you with this. We're in New Orleans. It's a city full of great food. I know you got in last night. Have you already had something good? And if you haven't, what's the one thing on your list that you want to go out there and try tonight?
I definitely had some Deanies, some good old red beans and rice and catfish last night. Great, but before I leave,
say the name. It was Deanie?
Deanies, Deanis.
Nash called it Denise's.
Denise's,
Deanies.
But we in New Orleans. I gotta find me a beignet before I leave. I gotta find somewhere. So I got 2 hours before I go. So I gotta get a beignet before I go.
Cafe Du Mond's not too far, man. I think it's right down that way. He and him hit it up yesterday.
Got a beignet?
Yeah, oh yeah, beignets and coffee. So you know what? We'll make that my second last because this one, your grandma's here.
Yeah.
Louisiana roots. She's from Zachary. I think she said she brought us peanut brittle. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your grandma. She's tough. Hunting, fishing, ex-military. That was I enjoyed talking with her. How cool is it to have her out here?
It was blessed to have her drive down here, but my life is literally based off my grandma and her discipline and everything she's been through. Growing up, we always go to grandma's house. You never act up at grandma's house. Even if you wanted to, she got this thing called an attitude adjuster. You gonna get right, or you gonna get beat, not beat, whooped. But my grandma is definitely strong. I can call her. I've called her every other day. Talked to her even before this. Like strong woman. She definitely been here around. Know the works. Like you said, she tough. So like. Sometimes when I see her mad, sad, or down, like that be hurting me sometimes. Like she a tough woman, but like that's my ride or die. So I get it. I'm a mama's boy, so that's my mama's mama. So that I love her. So,
yeah, I bet she cooks some good food too, huh?
I'm talking about elbow grease, everything in there, everything in there. Nah, home cooked meals is definitely something I'd miss. If I could drive 4 hours to come down here from Houston, I would, just for the food. Because you can't get that at San Marcos.
No, can't get the good Cajun food like we're getting here. It's amazing.
Can't.
But Tory, this was awesome. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us a little bit. I know you've been doing a lot of talking all day, so hopefully you can stop and go get a beignet soon. soon. Thanks again, Tori.
Of course.